Hello students, this is Johnson, handling 7th standard biology, chapter 4, plant life. In this session, you will learn about the learning objectives of stages of respiration, respiration in plants, exchange of gases in plants, respiration and photosynthesis, differences between photosynthesis and respiration. The first one, stages of respiration. In all the living organisms, the process of respiration takes place in two stages. All the living organisms, it will take two processes for respiration. The first one, external respiration, and internal or cellular respiration. Yes, the first one, external respiration or breathing. So here external respiration means, or here breathing. Okay, we are take breathing. What we take in, inside, yes, and outside, yes. Here this is a physical or mechanical process of respiration. It involves breathing in the oxygen rich air and breathing out carbon dioxide rich air. The process of breathing in is called inhalation, while breathing out is called exhalation. So external respiration means breathing. It will take physical, it is a physical and mechanical process. So we are taking in, we are taking inside from air of oxygen and given out of carbon dioxide. So inside inhale, inhalation, and given outside carbon dioxide exhalation. These are first stages. And second one, internal respiration or cellular respiration. This stage of respiration takes place within the cell. It is a biochemical reaction. Underline, it is a biochemical reaction. It causes breakdown of glucose with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide, water and energy. Yes, here internal respiration means cellular respiration. What is here? So the respiration take place within the cell, inside the cell. So it is a biochemical reaction. So what happened here? So breakdown of glucose. Glucose is a food substance with the help of oxygen, and it is a food substance breakdown with the help of oxygen and given out of carbon dioxide and water, and finally we get energy. We can represent cellular respiration with the help of following chemical reaction. C6H12O6 is an glucose plus 6O2 oxygen. So the glucose molecule mixed, that means oxygen react with the food substance, and finally carbon dioxide and water and 38 molecules of ATPs, ATP energy, yes, adenosine triphosphate. So it is an cellular respiration or internal respiration. Second slide, we can observe clearly internal and external. The first one, external respiration. The atmosphere contains some gases, particularly oxygen. The living organism take external respiration. We take oxygen and given out carbon dioxide. So atmospheric contain oxygen. That oxygen we inhale, the first inhale, and finally we given out carbon dioxide. That is external. And second one, internal respiration. The cells are take respiration inside the cell. So this is called that internal, between blood and the cell. So what happens? The cells can exchange of gases. Maybe someone observe release that. It may be useful to that internal respiration. Yes. Some important points regarding the reaction involved in cellular respiration. The first one, the oxygen which is needed for the process of respiration or breaking down of glucose comes from inhalation. Yes, we need oxygen. That process what happen become to useful break down the glucose. It is process called inhalation. Yes, we take oxygen, that oxygen react with food molecule, it's breakdown. Yes, that time we get the energy and release of carbon dioxide and water. This reaction shows oxidation of glucose molecules during respiration. The glucose is broken down to release carbon dioxide, water, and lots of energy as byproducts. Yes, already we discussed what happened. We inhale, that oxygen goes react with the glucose molecule. That time it's broken down and release of carbon dioxide and water, and finally we get the energy. That is an energy is then byproducts. Yes. The reaction is the result of a series of reactions that are controlled by different enzymes. Yes, especially so that time you are taking respiration, the oxygen react with food molecule and also along with and different enzymes. Yes, in our mouth commonly saliva, it is a one type of enzyme. That enzyme also help for that breakdown of food substance. Yes. And fourth one, the energy released in the reaction is in the form of ATP. Yes, finally all the energy, that means all the food substance converted and react with that formation of ATP molecules. ATP molecules means adenosine triphosphate. This is an energy form. Yes, underline that. ATP is an energy rich chemical substance that's stored in the cells and can be broken down anytime to release energy. No time to release energy, anytime. Whenever we take that oxygen and react with that food molecule, and finally that energy stored in the cells and can be broken down anytime to release energy. Whenever need you are to work, that energy will use. Yes, so these molecules are energy reservoir of cells and are used for various metabolic activity. Finally all the energy stored in the cells, so the finally the cells are contain more number of energy, so we said energy reservoir, and finally used for various metabolic activity, not only for certain things of activities. It is used for growing of cells internal and external of the physical appearance and also internal body. Yes. Second one, site of respiration. So there is a respiration, how it will use for inside the cell. Yes, the process of respiration take place partially in the cytoplasm and partially in the mitochondrion of the cell. So we take the all the energy, but that energy, that means respiration, that respiration where is going to take, that is a main important. But here partially in the inside the cell of cytoplasm and partially inside the mitochondrion of the cell. So both are equally manner, both are partially take energy and whenever need it will use, and also it will also use save it. So we call it as a mitochondria is a powerhouse of cell. Yes, already we know. The reaction in plants differs from that in animals in three respects. Yes, how different from plant and animal? Yes, we know very well clearly. We take it in oxygen with the help of nostrils and enter into food pipe and finally the lungs, and it will release again carbon dioxide. Yes, but in the plants how it is? Yes, see, all the plants of a plant like root, stem and leaves perform respiration individually. Underline that. So respiration very important for the plant, but here take in the respiration different manner, individually in manner like a root and stem and leaves. On the other hand, an animal performs respiration as a single unit, that means respiratory system. Yes, that is only can do for that this respiration process. The second one, during respiration in plants, there is a little transport of respiratory gases from one part of the plant to another. The respiration is an transport to any other one part from another places. It can transport. Okay. On the other hand, respiratory gases are usually transported over long distances inside an animal during respiration. So during the plant respiration, it transport little transport of respiratory gases one place to another part of the plant body. But on the other hand, of the animal body, usually transported over long distance inside an animal during respiration. Yes. So long distance it will travel inside the animal body. But in the plant body, how it is a little transport, but what are places of the plant body, it will take easily to respire. Yes. And third one, the respiration in plants occurs at a slow rate. Very, very important. Plants any time and also plants always respire at a slow rate. On the other hand, the respiration in animals occurs at a much faster rate. Yes, so animal can take only one of that respiration your single unit animal. On the other hand, plant isn't various and individual, but it is slow process. But isn't plant isn't very very slow process, slow in rate. So respiration in plants, how it will take. So you can see clearly on this picture. During the daytime, the plant can do both process, especially photosynthesis and respiration. And during the night time, what happened? Absence of sunlight, the photosynthesis it stopped, and then respiration it will work. So respiration in plants not for daytime, not for night time. It is all time always. Throughout the day, the respiration takes place inside the plant body. Like animals, plant also need energy. The plants get this energy by the process of respiration. Plants also use oxygen of air for respiration and release carbon dioxide. Thus, the respiration in plants also involves the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So, oxygen and carbon dioxide are called respiratory gases. Yes. So, during the day and night time, the plant it will take inside the oxygen and release of carbon dioxide. On the other case of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide it will take and release the oxygen. During this process, it will simultaneously can do it. So this never it will stop for that day and night for the process of respiration in plants. Exchange of gases in plants, especially stomata. We know clearly observe the exchange of respiratory gases in leaves take place by the process of diffusion through stomata. It will scattered, okay, scattered on that atmosphere with the help of small opening, tiny opening of stomata. Oxygen from air diffuses into a leaf through stomata and reaches all the cells where it is used in respiration. Yes, the oxygen released from the stomata and also reaches all the cells where it is used in for respiration. The carbon dioxide produced during respiration diffuses out from the leaf into the air through the same stomata. Yes, stomata both it can exchange. It will need for the photosynthesis, it will absorb carbon dioxide. It will need for a respiration for it will take oxygen. So both on the same stomata it will given out exchange of gases for the plant. Yes, so exchange of gases in plants, especially for we said stomata. Lenticels. So lenticels also very very important. Where we can see means the bark tree of the plant body. Yes, you can see these pictures. So on the scans on the surface of the plant body having some unruptured structure. The exchange of gases also take place through lenticels, that is called lenticels. So what happening here? Here the small opening, that is an opening, it is also leave the and also exchange of gases. Lenticels are tiny openings present on the mature roots and woody stem of same trees. Yes, underline that. So lenticels are tiny opening. It is an opening where we can see root of mature root and woody of the stem. Yes, of the same tree. They look like scars on the root or bark of the tree. Many fruits such as apple and pear also have lenticels on them. These fine openings allow oxygen to enter the intercellular spaces of interior tissues. At the same time, they allow carbon dioxide to release into the atmosphere. So it is a very useful for the plants activity. So internal interior tissues also directly release an exchange of gases with the help of lenticels to the atmosphere. Respiration and photosynthesis. Yes. So we already know that the respiration and photosynthesis entirely little bit different, but respiration it will do it in both day and night time, but photosynthesis only at the daytime. Yes, it should be noted that respiration in leaves occurs during the daytime as well as night. Yes, on the other hand, photosynthesis occurs only during daytime. No photosynthesis occurs at night, as underline it. Due to this, the net gases exchange in the leaves of a plant is as follows. The first one, during daytime when photosynthesis occurs, oxygen is produced. The leaves of the leaves use some of this oxygen for respiration and the rest of oxygen diffuses out into air. Here, presence of sunlight during the daytime, the photosynthesis, oxygen is produced. The leaves of that some of oxygen used for respiration and rest of oxygen diffuses into air. How? So both process do at the daytime of photosynthesis. It will produce the oxygen, some of the oxygen, little bit oxygen to use again for the respiration. Yes, again during daytime, the carbon dioxide produced by respiration is also used up in photosynthesis by leaves. It will give and take policy. That means give one, take one. That means yes, that like of manner. So during that respiration, what will take? The plant take absorb oxygen, release of carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide again reused by the plant for the photosynthesis. Even more carbon dioxide is taken in from air. Thus, the net gas exchange in leaves during daytime is oxygen diffuses out, CO2 diffuses in. Yes, it is and simultaneously it can do for that. During the daytime, presence of sunlight, the photosynthesis process occurred. This time the plant it will take carbon dioxide and release of oxygen. That oxygen also used for respiration. The rest of the oxygen it will leave that. Same respiration it will can do for the time. It will absorb the oxygen and release of carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide again used for the process of photosynthesis. At the night time, when no photosynthesis occurs and hence no oxygen is produced. At night time, what happens? Photosynthesis process it fully stopped without sunlight. So there is no produced oxygen. Oxygen from air diffuses into leaves to carry out respiration. But normally air contains oxygen. That oxygen again it will diffuses, carry out the leaf for the respiration. And carbon dioxide produced by respiration diffuses out into air. Normally we know that respiration that time the process of respiration oxygen it will take and given out of carbon dioxide. So the net gas exchange in leaves at night is oxygen diffuses in, carbon dioxide diffuses out. Next one. Differences between photosynthesis and respiration. The first one, photosynthesis. It is responsible for synthesis of food from carbon dioxide and water. Yes, there are four important things: production of and process of photosynthesis, the sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water, and finally, what happened? The chlorophyll produced. These three main things during the photosynthesis used. Oxygen is released as a byproduct of the process. So, given out of the process of photosynthesis is an oxygen. It takes place in cells that contain chlorophyll and appears green, such as leaves and a young green stem. So, which one to make, which one prepare on that presence of chlorophyll, it will trap the sunlight energy, that means solar energy, converted as a chemical energy by the green leaves and green stem. It occurs only in the presence of light. Yes, presence of light on the daytime, the photosynthesis occur. Food is manufactured in this process. Underline, food is manufactured in this process. Yes. The second one, respiration. Respiration, it is responsible for oxidation of food into carbon dioxide, water, and release of energy. Oxidation here means the presence of oxygen react with food, the oxidation. That time they come out of that carbon dioxide, water, and finally we get release of energy. Carbon dioxide, water, and energy are released by, second point, carbon dioxide, water, and energy are released as byproducts of the process. There is during respiration, oxygen it will take and give out, and also byproducts of carbon dioxide and water. Energy is very important. Third one, it takes place in living cells. Example, in the cells of the plants, where it is, so take place in living cells. For example, cells of the plant. The fourth one, it occurs all the time, that is throughout the day and night. Yes, no rest. It will be continuous process, simultaneous process, day and night. It will going on this process. The fifth one, food is broken down in respiration. The fifth point is what? Food is broken down in respiration. Very, very important. Here, breakdown of the food substance. Presence of oxygen and given out of carbon dioxide, water, and finally get the energy. Yes. The photosynthesis, food is manufactured. Here, respiration, food is broken down in the respiration. Thank you, students. We will discuss in the new chapter in the next class. Thank you.